messages from people whom are not actually concerned about life. One, you'll be healthy before you go to church. Then I want you to also take cognizance that nobody's fighting the church. All of us are products of the church. But to this explanation, let it not matter to you. And I want to make my point here, very few points here. And I want you to take cognizance of these things. Whatever I tell you, go and do your findings to them. And you will surely find the gospel truths. To everyone listening to me, there's a picture I attached down there. Those are men with guns, GPNG machine guns. And they were following one particular individual in Nigeria. These are not members of the Nigerian police force. Neither are they DSS. For misquoting sake. Now, in our place, I don't want to go back to the stories of what happened, because we've done that before. And we expect the people to go do their findings therein to know the exact truth. But I want to point out one thing. There are some part of our bushes. You could go into these bushes and you see men on white heelers. These white heelers may be of 6 persons inside this particular white heelers. And you only meet 2 policemen, 2 exact police attached to them. Honorable Biago, you're welcome. I want you to follow me. Obiago, Genti hem na kowa now. Go and do your findings to these things. This said land today, Potaga problem. Let's forget about land. Land is not the issue here. The issue is that some people came to our community, Babu mother, and they attached to the Zion ministry site, where they said is their site in Ngobala. We are not troubled about that because we expect our people to take the right steps. But I want you to take note of this thing. In our bushes, sometimes you meet people, the same white healers, the same people you see in front of Zion, the same people guiding them. Out of 6 persons, 2 persons will bear AK-47 and properly conducted as police. Then you meet another 4 persons amongst them with pump passion on black and black. At the back of their uniform is written DSS. One, go online and compare the rifles the DSS carries. You discover that members of the DSS, they don't carry pump passion. They are satisfied and intelligent unit of the Nigerian police force. And at all cost, DSS is expected to display higher quality or higher standard of intelligence to everything they do. Now, I want you to take cognizance of this. If you see those men in Zion, only 2 might be satisfied police. 4 will bear pump passion. They will be regulating this intimidation amongst our people, and it will be supervised by the police, the people we suspect to be fully policemen, because they are there often. Even as at yesterday, they were there. Then I want to tell you one thing that happened in Osu. Many of you know that I visited Osu, and I went to Osu. I went to verify or do my findings on what was going on in Osu. In Osu, we discovered the same look alike of men. And when investigations were being carried out, we tried to fathom where these people are coming from. Yes, they may be working in Imo State, but I didn't remember. There was a video clip where Asare made a statement that his security men are in Osu, they are in Imo State, Anambra. Now, in the uniform of those people who stays around Asare Dokubo, you see Amama security. At their back, they write DSS. Please, I'm on live. I'll get back to you shortly. So at their back, you get a symbol. They will just go there and write an inscription of DSS at the back of their uniform. Now, come with me. These people are in some certain strategic villages in Imo State. This is their job. They will be attached with 2 policemen. Now, the same uniform they wear, others will wear, but the members of the police actually amongst them will also look different from these ones. Not all of them wear that Amama security outfit. Get what I am telling you bit by bit. Now, the federal government, we know, cannot send its police to Ngopala without equipping them properly. Then intelligence in every team, there's always a superintendent who should be cited in such place. A super will be there, a senior inspector will be there, a sergeant will be there, and some constables would be attached there. Now follow me. There is no way all of us who went there yesterday, upon the video clips we gathered and everything, the same men there, only 2 persons were bearing AK-47 rifles, and their conduct were not similar to that of those people they put at the front there who were shooting at us while we were coming. And I want to ask, can the Nigerian police force actually tell us whom are those people who are this our brother? At the supervision of the Nigerian police officers, 2 persons were in that vehicle. Others were just on that black and black. And I want to ask you, should it be called allegedly that they are using unknown officers, unknown security men in there? Because yes, all of us condemns the activities of the police at times, but I know it as I know my name, that the Nigerian police would not see people protesting over evil method upon them and the police will cock rifle and start shooting. This was our experience yesterday. I want to ask, where did Zion actually bring these men from? Are they the Zion security they use in Lagos? What are they doing in Ngopala? Who gave them those guns? I did like to know, because we are talking about our place. Internally, you have peace in your own area. Internally, you have planned how you are going to survive in your own place. In our own place, we should also know what is going on there. Yesterday, when the army came, I called on the attention of the soldiers there and said, verify these people in here, inclusive of the officers there. Verify these people. Let us know whom they are. Obiago, you are a living witness. We insisted on their arrests that yesterday because we want to know. Actually, we are not accusing you, man of God, that you are carrying unknown gunmen about. No, we are not talking about that. What we are saying is the police should investigate. Tell us the names of these people when they were called to service. As I'm talking, I'll be blocking. Nobody kiwe ogadi diregu. Nobody kiwe. Can the Nigerian police force tell us exactly when these people were called to service, their divisions and where they are serving from? We want all these points. See, when people see truth, they try to thwart it, they try to twist it in a way it should suit them. But what I am trying to figure out here is did Asari actually send people into our village? The guy was murdered right in our own village market square. Not, see, the distance from where they came and shot this boy to where the Zion ground is, I don't know how I can explain it so that people will understand. I don't know the distance. Okay, from the village of this boy, because I mentioned our road before, from the village of this boy to the site, to the Zion site, is about, it should be about, our own road is about 7 point something kilometer. Then from Grace Hospital to Ishinkwala is about 3 kilometers. That's about 10 kilometers. From that place now to where Zion site is about another 4 kilometers from the village of this young boy. So altogether should be about 12 to 13 kilometers. I say 12 to 13 kilometers. These things are verifiable. They are verifiable facts. Steven Kelechi, goodbye from this page for the rest of your life. About 12 to 13 kilometers. I'm saying this thing so that journalists, they will know what to write. They will know how to do their findings. Tell the Nigerian police to provide those men attached to them with pump passions. Do you know that some of them were carrying 2 pump passions at the same time? The video clips are there. One person with 2 pump passion. That is not the conduct of the DSS. And they were being supervised by members of the Nigerian police force. 2 or 3 officers attached to them. We want to know. Hello. Please, we would like to know. So these are facts we need to verify. Does it mean that if you are a preacher in Nigeria or if you're a politician in Nigeria, then you have the audacity to recruit your own men, give them gun, give them white healers? They can now drive into the village, crossing about 2 to 3, 4, 5 villages, and get to the village of another person and shot a young man dead in his own father's soil. We demand that the police should provide, they should provide to Nigerians the names of these officers, and the officers should come out and explain to us by themselves what truly happened. Let it not look as if we are lying against them. Let it not look as if we are alleging crimes on them for nothing. We want those officers to appear before Nigerians. They should appear on camera or report before any quarter or any level, and explain to Nigerians what happened. That's the number 1 point. Second point, when did they join the Nigerian police service? Are they actually policemen? If they are not policemen, what are they doing in Zion, so-called Grand in Ngobala? Who brought them there? What is their duty? And who gave them the pump passions they were bearing? Then, if they are not truly members of the Nigerian police or DSS, as they claim to be, who gave them those audacity, powers they possess as at now? Hello? Good morning. I thank God. I'm on live section now. When I finish, I'll get back to you, my brother. So if they are not members of the Nigerian police, then who gave them those rifles they were carrying? At what point did they reach agreement to come into our place? And were there issues in our place? Were there issues of insecurity in our place, of which propelled them to come? And at what supervision? The divisional police officer, the DPO, attached to our local police command in our place, is not even aware of these people. Not even one of his officers are attached to these ones they kept in Zion. I am coming, I'm asking you questions. because we wrote to the military headquarters. We wrote to them based on the intimidations of the initial soldiers they brought. Even as at then, the soldiers were not buying our people. The soldiers were not buying our people. The soldiers did not buy one person. What they came with then was intimidation, because some people that were cited or pointed or appointed to come and discharge certain duties went to the Eze's palace with soldiers. They went there to threaten the soldier, the king. They went there to threaten the Asian ancient kingdom king, to provide one Mr. Darlington with soldiers. And I want to ask, so due to the intimidation then, we took steps and wrote to the Nigerian military headquarters in Abuja and the 82 division, demanding that those officers who came to the palace of the traditional ruler to threaten him, at what point or what happened of which led to the threat to our traditional ruler, they withdrew them. Only yesterday, while we stood protests exactly at that junction, the road, we stopped at the center of the road and made sure that people bear us witness of what was going on. Road users, travelers, they all stopped there. Everybody condemned this particular act. It was when they now saw that passerbys, they were parking their vehicles, condemning their actions, that those boys stopped firing their pump action. Of course, we were not afraid of dying yesterday. We are not afraid of betting our lives to what is right. The provocation became so much that we needed to stand for our right immediately, or else more will happen. And somebody will be telling you that, do you know one boy yesterday, his number is here. Let me look for that boy's number. I think I shared it. In my community WhatsApp group, and I have to share the number, share the message there, so that our people can see for themselves. And I tell you that our people will take action to this. They will take action for this young man. This boy, his number is here. I do not know him before. You can see I didn't save this number on my phone. I didn't save this number on my phone. I don't have this number. The number is 09046840750. This boy came to my inbox yesterday and was telling me that, I just want you to hear it yourself. So many threats I have received.
You move yourself. Our email, the police people, Ebuka Obi Kill3D, Ala Igbo State. The full other one, I am the one who goes to Bangla. The full way, you bruising, and a police babu. Lieutenant Gwakbala. Otesheme. Akujola your local government. Ijotaya, Ifelwa, Yana Lodokwe. Of our work during Nila. First of all, you will move first. You will imagine your time on to me by man and my half out. Only him, you will move, will cook able, one him. You will go, Sabu also.
Okay, this same boy on Facebook, on my messenger, I kept quiet. After listening to this, I kept quiet. I just ignored him. I have so far and so on different messages of this type, of such, coming from these people. And even when our brother's life was involved, they didn't care to know the gospel truth or to ask questions. Their intentions were just, at all costs, they needed to just bully anybody. Now, at the same time, the same boy ran to my messenger. This is his name on Facebook. This boy came to my messenger again and said, now I know you are a compound fool, yet I didn't reply him. So what I did was I had to screenshot his chats, everything, and send to our all our local government platforms, and I know why I had to do so. There's another lady who also sent me a message of threats. I didn't say anything. I still ignored because I don't need to respond to you. Even Hindi Ajo Omega about me. Take your time, go and read about Governor Eziokwu. Go and watch and examine. Obo no John mad. Or happy he had the rights. I think since I would have fled for my dear life. Now, I want to show you guys something. Before you see how people walk into trouble. This is a young man. I appreciate his little age, as God has kept him alive. But I want to show us something at this age. Now, the people of Ngokbala, we have taken cognizance of your existence. And this should be a very little boy. And he has been commenting series of threatening words to me. I didn't say anything. I kept quiet because in my mother don't want to share any kuku. And hold on, please. You know why I had to share some of their threats to our people on our WhatsApp groups is so that one day you may walk up to them and tell them that you need a cup of water. They will recognize your face. And I want to show you one thing. Many of you are from Ebonyi State here, right? Many of you are from Ebonyi State. Many of you are from Ebonyi State now watching me. I want to shock you how this life is. Amongst the people they arrested few days ago, they will just invade village and arrest anybody. That's how they do. That's how these guys do. That's what they do there. Now, there is a young man from Ebonyi State who buys scrap closer to my own village. This boy does this scrap business. He's from Ebonyi State. Everybody knows him in our place. He's very calm. He has lived there with his Ebonyi brothers. They will go around buy scrap. One of the most quiet and humble people we have in our village. That is why when you speak ill of Ebonyi State people, I don't even reply because I've seen one at my village junction. Both the guy and his brothers. I will tell you one thing you should know. Or maybe as I'm on this life now, the boy went and blocked me on Facebook. I wanted to pull up his pictures and show you guys here. Because once you threaten, we'll keep quiet. Share your message to our people so that they will bear us witness. That is the only weapon we know we have, and that is all we know we can do to you. We only share your message as you send to us, your threat and all that. Now, this boy came to my inbox and alleged that our village people went and buyed somebody first. This was his contradicting statement. I've shared the voice notes on different of our platforms. He contradicted himself by first. He said that that unknown police shot somebody somewhere, that we went and carried the person and brought to Zion. That's one point. On the second thought, he said that we went and picked a cup somewhere and we brought it to our place to blackmail anybody. Two. Hello? So that's two blackmails at the same time. But back to the statement of the Ebonyi person. Forget about the young man. Nature will meet him. Time is the mother of all events. Now, the young man from Ebonyi State who does scrap business in our place, you know that they picked this boy for some days now. We've never seen this boy. We've not heard from this boy. Who are the people who picked this boy? The same people. You are from Ebonyi State, for example, or you are from Abia, or you are from Enugu. Your people are also living in our place. Like I can count many of them in Asian Kuala. We give them the landing space of peace they need. Now, as they have held that your brother, while we were agitating that thing yesterday, you never knew that one of your brothers are also missing, who does genuine business. Never had anything to do with them. Maybe it will interest you to hear this now. One of you is missing. And even yesterday, when the army, when the military came in their vans, when the police came in their vans, we insisted that they should free, inclusive of that same boy. They said they will. They gave us 30 minutes that yesterday, 30 minutes, no way. They gave us 1 hour again. We waited for 1 hour there, no way. We waited until we demanded that we must see the governor of Imo State. That's your brother T. Now they could not provide those guys. 2 of our brothers alongside with that guy. They met him at the spot where he buys scrap. They met this Ebonyi State guy at the spot where this guy does his scrap business. They picked this guy up from there till today. But I kept quiet in all of these things. Because if I say it, you will argue it. Hold on. Just hold on a bit. Can Joe Hammer again want a picture? And when Dendro Man again want a picture that guy. He's from Ebonyi State. That I may get his picture and show you here. If you see how evil travels, you may be at the front and the evil you support is busy affecting your backyard and you wouldn't know. I didn't talk about all these things. I just kept quiet because even if I say them earlier, people will not understand. Hold on, hold on. Now, can you get my that boy now? Can you get my that boy? The same thing has happened before. Do you know that there was a time in our place at the council, around the council headquarters? I think maybe some years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and we've been there in state in Azo scrap. All of a sudden, how government managed to invade that place? No muneke. I think how much mad about that day. They are just like that. Boy. This guy is share boy. They don't have business innocently. These people name scrap business. Na our council headquarters muneke. Ndeka ha babu that time. We are the people that brought this one out. Our place now, alongside with some of our brothers. The same people are a lot that you don't know. You are far. A lot that you think about this. Hold on. Let's see if somebody will pick from the village. Kamara had those guys. These people are not pick. Come try another person. Let's know if we can find his name. If we can get his name. He's from Ebonyi State. Hello? Okay, picture the guy. You also send the girl me on WhatsApp. Let's check. Okay. Afia wisdom. Afia wisdom. Let me see if it will open. Let this boy, lay his age. He's from Ebonyi State. This boy in our place name is scrap business. He's from Ebonyi State. His name is Wisdom. His name is Wisdom. This boy, since how many days now? These people brilliant. No trace, nothing whatsoever till today. His name is Wisdom. He's from Abakaliki. He's from Ebonyi State, I mean to say. So those of you yesterday who were commenting, who were bashing on us, and you are from Ebonyi State, ask them, where is this your brother? We're no longer, I'm not talking as at this point now. I'm not talking about 2 of our brothers alongside with their motorcycle. Till now, no trace. And you that is from Ebonyi State, I'm now asking you. You that is from Enugu, you that is from Anambra, who knows about your people? You think your people are not in our place doing business? They are there. They are there. One of the biggest building material shops in Ngobala. It's owned by an Anambra person. The man has been a very good man on his own. Some poultries. This is not the only project you think going on in Ngobala. We have another place where somebody acquired thousands of plots of land. The person is busy there, and as I speak to you now, work is ongoing there. I can make all they will go there and make videos and show you. Caterpillars are inside that place. Before you even came with this your own, Tony Chukwu has been in our place. Tony Chukwu has been in our place. So all these lives, all these people's lives that we are talking about now doesn't matter to you, but your own life matters. Or because you want prayers or breakthrough, your own life is important to you, then that of the other people does not truly matter. What? Is this you? They were passing with their, you know what they do? If they just come into the village and see anywhere 5-10 young boys are, maybe even for birthday, they will just invade that place. Boom, boom, boom. Ebola and them mother. Every one boy in my village, outside on Nkaba, had just what ishi. The one who was ishi, Bokwan Kahu no Kwana, Ihudia yesterday, now, but even while we are coming. Those of you who lives in the United States, you cannot try this nonsense. Nobody, no security officer in the United States, living or dead, will try this kind of act they are doing in our place. You are supporting it from there. You are sponsoring it from where you base. But where you live, you cannot dare try such thing there. If such thing happens there, they will shut down the system in that area for that day until justice is being done. You are supporting it in this area. Yeah, miserably. That thing you wish people, humble, honorable, you're welcome. Let me send you a request here. So I can't send you a request to join. No way. So I'm now asking, you are sponsoring the things many of you are new visa now to US. Now you begin to jump up. You cannot stay in US. That's why when they interview you, they will deny you visa. Why? Because brain got there already. Your brain is totally destroyed. You cannot reason like human being. Nothing functions in you. If this country begins to function properly, people begins to respect the rule of law, no boundaries, and people adjust themselves from evil, believe you me, 40% of our people will just go and hang themselves. Because they cannot live in an environment of good conduct and a working system. They cannot exist in a country where satisfactions of justice is being done. They cannot be there. They cannot function there. That's the gospel truth. Why they were shooting gun yesterday, for many of you who talks out of point, you thought I would have run. Me? I was born and raised in River State. On the 15th of January, think. Very sliced, stupid elements are those who support evil. Yesterday, I wasn't around. Day before yesterday, when these things happened. So in the morning, after I made my live broadcast, I heard of the protest going on already in our village. The boiling was everywhere, and some of us came back home. Are you not supposed to respect some of us? That even at the face of the provocation, nobody destroyed anything. You know the think about that thing. Do you know how smart people are in our own area? But you tag us to be one thing or the other. Ask yourself a question. Why is it that the people, if this thing happening on Haji Egbema, Cronins and beams goes down. If it happens in Eche, Cronins and beams goes down immediately. But we still conduct ourselves between you and us. The point I want to make here before I leave this broadcast and proceed to my daily makings is very simple. Ken Lord Nnamdi Chineke Babu Bageda, please, idiot. You were a verified bastard at your age. You're a verified bastard. Come on, get out from this page. You. Let me block 10 persons amongst them. Come on, look at your age. Say, matured man, Ken Lord. You're very, very stupid. Your education is as useless as... I don't even know what to qualify it with. Your education has no value at all because you don't reason like human being. You've been swallowed in stupidity, and that's why at your I want to be responding to matured people now. Once you are matured and talk rubbish, I pieces you. You were a verified fool. Go and look at your wife very, very well. She is managing a dustbin. She is managing a waste bin. In fact, she's one of the strongest women on earth to have managed this your stupidity all this while. Possibly she must have given birth to children, and which that woman has suffered a lot. Come on, get out from here, you. Come on, get out. Get out, you. The next person. Next person, let me see. I need matured faces. I will block immediately. If I pieces you, I block you. Oh, yeah, Otilo. It's time. I'm matured women. Please, Obiago, help me point them. Help me point them. If you see them, help me. Help me point them. Hello? Hello? Ah? I'm on a live video. You see na? Okay, I'll get back to you. Oh, yeah. Let me use 2 minutes to do this. Oh, yeah. You call it one day and he made a mistake now. People can be very stupid. Oh, yeah. Next person. Tell them to comment. And I am here now. My eyes are on camera. Tell them to comment. Cameraman, I probably stamping here. Fools. Oh, yeah, comment. Since Obroni also does not matter to you, you can miserably. Because Governor Hungry Man, you don't watch my wristwatch. You don't watch. We want to qua phone jinaka. You want to qua my daily. Come, where is that idiot? Where is that idiot? And this woman, Choma. Okay, let me block you from here. I've endured you for some time. So today is your last day here. You're supposed to be a matured and a family woman who should respect the dignity of your husband. I don't know who gave you phone and gave you access to Facebook, because it is busy diminishing you. For many of these ladies, these women who lacks respect on Facebook, tell them to hand over their phone to their husband for 30 minutes. Let their husband access their phone. If their husband does not see reasons or they need to sack them out of marriage immediately, call me bastard. Every approach on the social media has a negative side in the secret. Before a woman will start insulting if any other man she sees outside her husband, means that she does not even respect the one in the house. That is what it shows. There is nothing there. There is no two ways up. I have an auntie, and I kept asking this my auntie, I know they see you for Facebook. She said, say the husband go pursue am. I said, why go pursue because of Facebook? Say the husband know they like make she go dey learn bad thing. You understand? That was what she said. That was what she said. And I respect her for that because she knows the rules of engagement in her marriage. She runs a school. What time will she have to manage her own children, manage other people's children, other kids that she's teaching in her school? And at times the husband is a pharmacist. So what time would they have? The husband curtailed her on the social media because she's too busy and doesn't engage in certain things. You look responsible, Madam Chioma. You look very responsible on the picture, but you may be a programmed devil, an auxiliary devil under your house. That's why you don't have respect for people you see on social media. Oh yeah, get out from here. Come on, get out. Get out immediately. Go and tell your husband I ask you to get out. You're a fool. Your husband has failed to manage you properly. And that's why. When you see people that are well conducted, when you see them speaking, like there's a woman yesterday, while we were on the ground of that protest, my phone rang. And I took a call. Those of our brothers with me will notice I took a call and I shifted. A woman called me. That sounds like the voice of a mother. She said, can you take a walk? Let me talk to you. I said, all right. She said she saw the videos online going on and she decided to call me. That woman spoke to me. If it were possible for me to stop at that point, I would have stopped. The woman was speaking in tears and advised us to follow peace and calm. That number came from the United States. I took that call. Some persons who called yesterday, very few number of them, we are men who has conscience. Even the military personnel that came, many of them, I saw on their faces clearly that these guys had the heart of human. Many of the military men there felt bad. The military men that came from the government house, they felt bad. The ones that came from, what's it called, Owele, when they got there, they were, the man, the overall, the Oga of that particular military thing that came in the beginning first, their Oga, that one has sense of belonging. He had to hang his rifle, hold it with one of his hand, and raise one of his hand. That was how he kept his hand and he was coming. He came and started pleading with the people first, started pleading with everybody to show you what it means, because he knows this could be his own brother equally. Somebody who has no good road, somebody who has never experienced good electricity supply before in his entire life, somebody who only woke up and found out that his father is late, and he started picking his younger brothers up at 24. That boy was 24 years. At 24, he started driving Okada. He took Okada for hire purchase. Last year, the person who bought the Okada for him saw that this boy has tried and said, take. Don't worry, stop paying, take. So that you can help your mother. The mother is a widow. And only has, I think, he has about 2 younger ones. At 24, the boy is running an errand to take care of his mom, his younger ones. That thing you wished that boy comes to you. Keep your wide door open while passing judgment. The day of your calamity, if it doesn't meet you, it meets your next generation. Nobody will sympathize with them. That's the way life is. The laws of karma knows no trace. It doesn't matter the time and the years it take. That boy you saw us carry yesterday. At that age, he was taking responsibility. Not because he was born from a poor background, no, but because he lost his father. Life changed. He saw himself as father of the house and he ought to take up responsibility. Go and check the video I posted this morning. Both women, everybody are going to say, ah, you're Okada kada boy na aba. Okada. Now, lay the condition of his mom. Without people like us going to console the woman, what do you think that will happen? And nobody's even sure, because as at yesterday, the woman BP had it too high. And the mother BP had it too high. According to them, as I get earlier drip or thereabout, the mother is lying critically now. And you want no ya drinking and naked you and you want no ya drink munegin and you want no ya drink again the one in this life. I ain't gonna go see any ruchuku. I ain't gonna go see any gods of the land at the end of the day. And I yell Ebuka here. the end of this fight for justice, at the end of the day, we will build him a sacred grave. We will build him a sacred grave. And your name will be written and stamped there for history purposes. For what you have done to him. It will be written there. So that when children are growing, they will be reading and they will be seeing it. My name is Governor Eziokwu. Do have a nice day. We continue.